Good evening, and welcome back to WNBA Trending. I'm your host, Ava, and tonight we have breaking and deeply unfortunate news for Indiana Fever fans and for WNBA followers everywhere. The Fever have officially confirmed that veteran guard forward Sophie Cunningham has suffered a season-ending MCL injury, cutting short her campaign and dealing a significant blow to a team fighting for both stability and playoff aspirations. This confirmation comes after days of speculation, when Cunningham went down during a recent Fever game in visible pain, clutching her knee and being assisted off the court. While initial reports were cautious, hoping for a sprain or a short-term setback, the team medical staff has now confirmed what many feared. The injury is a torn MCL, which will require an extended recovery and will keep Sophie sidelined for the rest of the season. For Indiana, this is more than just the loss of a player. It is the loss of one of their veteran voices, a competitor who has played a crucial role in providing energy, toughness, and perimeter shooting. Cunningham, known across the league for her fire, her hustle, and her never-back-down mentality, was expected to be one of the leaders on this Fever roster, a squad already dealing with growing pains as they continue to rebuild around rising star Caitlin Clark and young standout Aliyah Boston. Sophie Cunningham's journey to this point has been defined by grit and determination. Since entering the WNBA, she has carved out a reputation as a relentless competitor who can defend multiple positions and knock down shots from deep. Her presence in Indiana was not just about her stat sheet. It was about her leadership, her experience, and her ability to keep teammates locked in during both highs and lows. Now, with this injury, the Fever find themselves at a crossroads. Cunningham was averaging meaningful minutes, spacing the floor, and acting as a secondary scorer who could step up when defenses collapsed on Clark or Boston. Without her, Indiana will need to dig deeper into its rotation, relying on younger players and bench depth to fill the void. But as every coach and player in the WNBA will tell you, you don't replace Sophie Cunningham's spirit easily. From a league-wide perspective, this is also a loss. Cunningham has become one of the WNBA's most recognizable personalities, not afraid to speak her mind, not afraid to mix it up on the court, and never one to shy away from the spotlight. Fans have gravitated toward her passion and toughness, and her absence leaves a hole not just in the Fever's lineup, but in the entertainment value of the league itself. The timing of the injury could not be worse. Indiana has been working tirelessly to build momentum during the second half of the season, aiming to prove that their young core can compete at a high level. With Caitlin Clark drawing national attention and Aliyah Boston continuing to develop into a force in the paint, the Fever had started to generate buzz as a potential playoff sleeper. But now, with Cunningham gone, the coaching staff will have to reimagine rotations and redistribute responsibilities. For Sophie herself, this is a heartbreaking development. Athletes dedicate their lives to preparation, conditioning, and staying ready for the grind of the season. To have that taken away in one instant, in a non-contact play that turned devastating, is one of the cruel realities of professional sports. Yet if history has shown us anything, it's that Cunningham is a fighter. Those close to her describe her as relentless, and few doubt that she will approach rehab with the same intensity she brings to the court. The Fever organization has already released a statement, expressing their support for Sophie and emphasizing their commitment to helping her through recovery. Head coach Christy Sides spoke with reporters earlier today, noting that while this is a tough blow, the team will rally together. Sides emphasized that Cunningham's voice will still be present in the locker room, even if her body cannot be on the floor. Sophie is the kind of player who leads by example, Sides said. We'll miss her energy on the court, but we know she'll continue to inspire her teammates from the sidelines as she focuses on recovery. Across the league, players have begun sending messages of support. Teammates Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston both took to social media to share heartfelt posts, calling Cunningham a warrior and promising to play with her spirit in mind for the remainder of the season. Opposing players, too, have shown respect, acknowledging the toughness that Sophie brings every night and wishing her a swift and successful recovery. Injuries like this also raise broader questions about player health in the WNBA. The season is condensed, travel is demanding, and the physical intensity of the league is as high as it has ever been. Fans, analysts, and even former players often debate whether more resources and support should be directed toward injury prevention, recovery facilities, and player wellness. Sophie Cunningham's injury is the latest reminder that the grind of the league takes its toll, and that investing in player health must remain a top priority. Looking ahead, the Fever's path forward will be challenging. They must reconfigure their game plan, potentially giving more opportunities to role players who now have to step up in bigger moments. This could be a chance for younger talent to emerge, but it also places immense pressure on Clark and Boston to carry an even heavier load. Indiana's margin for error was already slim, and now, without Cunningham, every possession becomes more critical. Still, if there's one thing Cunningham has instilled in her teammates, it's fight. The Fever, despite setbacks, have shown resilience time and again this season. They may be the youngest team in the league, but adversity has been part of their DNA from day one. Sophie's injury, while devastating, could also serve as a rallying point, a reason for the squad to dig even deeper and honor their teammate with effort, toughness, and unrelenting drive. For now, Sophie Cunningham begins the long road back to health. Fans will surely keep her in their thoughts, waiting for the day when she returns to the court, once again wearing that signature smile and playing with her trademark fire. The WNBA is better with Sophie in it, and though she won't be part of the action this season, her presence will continue to be felt in the Fever's journey and in the hearts of fans across the league. That wraps up this breaking update. We'll continue to track Sophie Cunningham's recovery and provide updates on how the Fever adapt to this difficult loss as the season continues. I'm Ava, and this has been WNBA Trending. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, thank you for watching.